Hello, welcome back to our Microsoft Windows PowerShell course. So far, for our course, we started with Module 1 and getting started with Windows PowerShell. Then Module 2, 6 parts around quick intro for PowerShell. Then Module 3, already 3 parts, and today Part 4, which is the last part for Module 3, and it will be a bit lengthy, so please do be patient with me. I prefer to complete this one for you today rather than divide it into a couple of videos. And then later on, we will do Module 4, 5, 6, all the way down to Module 11, and that should cover pipeline and formatting, data structure, export import, PowerShell script and functions, then remoting WMI, AD, Exchange, and SQL. A quick recap to Module 3, it was all about classes, objects, variable, and for today it will be operators. So far, we have covered what are the objects and classes, how to work with objects, variables and types, and today will be operators, language operators, and key words. So, for today, we're going to cover the following. What is an operator? Basic arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, where to find, help, similar to the previous topics. So, basic arithmetic operators. Some operators perform arithmetic calculation. Some of these operators can also work with other types and classes such as a string or array. Look at the table. Operator description example. Plus, addition, minus, subtraction, star, multiply or multiplication, then division and modular reminder, which is the sign for the percentage. Now, Windows PowerShell support several assignment operators. The basic operator is the equal sign, which is not there on that table, which simply takes the value of the expression on the right of the equal sign and place the result in the variable of the left hand side of the equal sign. Now, arithmetic assignment. Operator perform a binary operation on the initial value of the variable on the left with the expression on the right, and then assign the result to the variable on the left. In PowerShell, you can also specify the plus plus sign or minus minus sign at the beginning of the variable. For example, plus plus dollar count or minus minus dollar air quality. Again, similar to what we have learned so far about the help, get hyphen help space about underscore operators. Assignment operator. Beside the basic assignment operators, equal sign, several other special assignment operators perform both a calculation and an assignment. Operators and description. Equal assignment plus equal additive assignment, subtractive assignment, star equal multiplication or multiplicative assignment, backslash equal continuous assignment, percentage equals reminder assignment, plus plus post increment, and minus minus post decrement. And you can see the example associated with them. Again, do not forget about get hyphen help space about underscore assignment underscore operators. Let's we have a comparison, quick comparison around the operators. To compare two value, you can use hyphen equal to hyphen not equal, which is NE, or hyphen LT less than, or LE less or equal to GT greater than, GE greater than or equal to, like or not like, which is like wildcard pattern matching, and hyphen contains, not contains, match, do not match. Some people, when confronted with the problem, think, I know, I will use regular expression. Now they have two problems. Mathematical operators are not used in PowerShell. The reason for this is the simple is ambiguous because it is also means redirect output. In order to maintain the redirection operator, PowerShell uses a difference comparison operator. This is a huge gotcha in PowerShell, particularly if you have previously used other languages which do use mathematical operators. Comparison operators can also be used with regular expression. Regular expression are out of the scope of this basically negate course, but are very powerful way of processing text based on neural network artificial intelligence research. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Some example of regular expression. Mm, uh, James Smith at somewhere.com or abc.com between bracket equal or hyphen match, and then you do have a formula. Again, that word chain, what did we say earlier? A binary to match an IP address or to match James. Yeah. References again, similar to the previous one. Get hyphen help space about comparison underscore operators. Again, get hyphen help space about underscore comparison underscore operators. Next, logical and binary operations or operators. Operators hyphen and hyphen or hyphen XOR hyphen not hyphen band hyphen bor hyphen boxer hyphen bond hyphen shell hyphen shr. This all around logical and true only when statements are true. Maybe logical or true when either is true or when there is an exclusive. And also I've got an attachment which I will attach the link at the end of this session where you can download an Excel with some binary calculation how that works. Same thing apply to the binary and or logical operators in Windows PowerShell cannot utilize that the earlier expression we mentioned earlier, but they connect expression and statements which allowing you to use single expression to test for multiple condition. For example, like a basic statement using any of the operators with three condition statement. It could be this statement like a value of b and either a or b or c less than 20. It's like a condition, yeah. An array using an array operators to increment or decrement these variable to get the properties either negative or positive. For example, incremental the value of a to 9 or 10 or 20, whereas b will be less. Again, similar to the previous one, this example or mathematical which require visualization. So to understand how they work, similar to the previous topics, get hyphen help space about underscore logical underscore operators. Again, get hyphen help about underscore logical underscore operators or get hyphen help about underscore operators. What we have next is what is an operators. This is a Wikipedia. It's a constructed which behave generally like a function, but which different syntactically or semantically from usual function. MSDN adds many operators that can be overloaded by the users, thus changing their meaning when applied to a user-defined type. So different vendors, different language can define the operator in their such a way. But for us, at the end of the day, we need to understand how they work basically and how they behave. So next is where to find help. This is the last part. The get-help commandlet is normally used to show the help for the commandlet. However, there's a much more to discover. Get-help star. Get-help about underscore assignment underscore operator. Get-help about operators. Get-help about underscore arithmetic underscore operators. Similar to the previous ones. Any topics you're after, use about underscore the topics, and then that will return all the information you need. Next is the language keyword. Windows PowerShell support all the languages keyword mentioned in the help topic. Again, get-help space about underscore language underscore keywords. So this is similar to the previous one. PowerShell does support the same keywords like most programming languages or scripting. All these keywords are explained in the next module. However, if, else, do, while, until, loop, for each, break, switches, function, process, and end, all similar. I've just highlighted for you here just to show you it's similar to other scripting or programming language in relation to the language keywords. Do not, this is the last part, do not mix up get-help, get-member, and format list. People are often mixed up with get-member and get-help. Get-help retrieve only help of the commands, script, or functions. It does not show the help of the .NET objects. Format-list show all the information that the object knows about using the class as the schema. Get-member does only show the definition, the class of the object that the command let scripts or function return. The class definition can be helpful about it basically, but does not have to be necessarily. That's all what I had for you for module 3 part 4. Let's quickly recap to what we have learned today. So today we have started with operators. So we started with a few questions similar to the previous series. We started with what is an operator, basic arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and where to find help. Then we moved from basic arithmetic operators. Some operators perform arithmetic calculation. Some of these operators can also work with other type and classes, and we spoke about the plus sign, minus, and the star, backslash, and division, for example, multiplication, addition, subtraction, and the what they call the percentage sign, which is basically the module. And then we move to the assignment operators. With the assignment, we little bit expanded beside the basic ones. We had the equal sign and then others like plus equal, minus equal, backslash equal, percentage equal, and we said they have their own assignment operators. And then we moved on to the comparison one: less than, greater than, equal to, and so on. And then we move to the last part, which is the logical and binary operators, and we covered this part as well. As I recommended to use with all of these, get-help space about underscore comparison underscore operators, get hyphen help space about logical underscore binary operators. And then we move toward the definition at the end. We defined what Microsoft through MSDN, defining operators, and same thing with Wikipedia operator around construction or other vendors or language scripts. And then we move to the last part, which is where can I find help? We started with, this is important, I'm going to mention again because this is I will see you can get more value from. The get-help command is normally used to show the help for a commandlet. However, there is much more to discover. Try to use get-help star. Get-help about underscore assignment underscore operator. Get-help about underscore operators. Get-help space about underscore arithmetic underscore operators. Then we moved on to the last part. We said language keyword. We said PowerShell does support the same keywords like most programming or scripting languages. All these keywords like are explained. We're gonna explain in the next module, which is module 4. But we just highlighted them for you here today, like if, else, if statement, do, while, until, for each, looping, breaking, continuous, switches, try, catch, throw, function, process, start, end, and then the last part, which I highlighted as well, around the differentiation between get help, format list, and get members, which you need to make yourself familiar with and not get confused, and how they return the value, these three types, because this is really important to understand get help, format list, get members, and why they are different. So when we move on to the next part, you are already up to speed. You do understand how the classes works, and you are fine. That's all that I had for you today. Now, a quick again last part to recap the topics on module 3. We covered objects and classes. We covered how to work with the objects, variables and types, language operators, language keywords. We spoke about definition of what are objects, what are object classes, what can I do with the object, accessing properties or members. Then we gave an example on the cars. We started with different types, how we can correlate, put them together, make them meaningful. That was part 1. Then we started with referencing. We spoke about how to add reference. We said the 3 types, either the assembly within the CAG or assembly not in the CAG, or it is not even on the machine at all. And we defined the date and time and the format, and we spoke about the formula behind and the mathematician or mathematical logical statements and how that works. Then we moved on to the variables and types, and similar to the previous sections, we ask questions and then we answer the questions. So what are these questions? What is a variable? What is a variable type? Defining the type of the variable, type of conversion, and then casting, and then PowerShell system variables. And then we spoke about the strongly type, casting, and then strongly or weakly type C#. And then the system variable around get hyphen variable or get hyphen help about variable. Then we moved on to the operators, which is the last part which we covered today. Similar to the previous one, we covered what is an operator, basic arithmetic operators, assignment operators, comparison operators, and where to find help. And then We said really important to understand where to find help, and we covered all get hyphen help, about assignment, about operators, arithmetic, or about any topic you are after. And the last part was the language keyword. We said PowerShell does support the same keyword like most programming or scripting languages, which we will cover on the next module. And all these keywords will be explained in more details on module 4, same like if statement, else, if, do, while, until, for each, break, function, begin, process, and return. Again, that's all what I had for you today on Module 3, Part 4. Hopefully you have learned something useful, and I shall see you at Module 4, Part 1. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.